Okay, good morning. Welcome back to another lecture of Java programming language. In today's session, we'll discuss about the exception handling. So, let us first try to understand what is exception. So, as the name suggests, exception is an abnormal condition, right? We may further explain it like we may further define it as an event that disrupts the normal flow of the program. In Java, everything is actually object, so exception is also object, which is thrown at the runtime by the compiler. Okay, so now let us discuss why it is important to handle the exception. See, there exceptions are runtime errors, and if you do not handle the exception, then your program will terminate. If you don't want your program to terminate abruptly, we need to handle the exception. So in exception handling, we frequently encounter three terms: checked exception, unchecked exception, and error. So let us first differentiate among checked exception, unchecked exception, and errors. Okay, so checked exceptions are basically the exceptions which are checked at the compile time, and Java basically forces us to handle those type of exceptions. The example of such checked exceptions are SQL exceptions, input output exception, etc. So while taking the input from the user, we must include that line inside try catch block. It is mandatory in Java, right? So such type of exceptions which are checked at the compile time are known as checked exception. Now unchecked exceptions are also runtime errors, but they are not checked at the compile time, or we can say that Java don't force us to handle them. Example of such exceptions are arithmetic exceptions. Arithmetic exceptions means divide by zero exception is the example of arithmetic exception. Array index out of bound exception. So these exceptions come in the category of unchecked exception. And the third one is error. So error is basically irrecoverable thing. A programmer cannot do anything about error. For example, if suppose in your system virtual machine is not working, so what can programmer do about that? So errors are irrecoverable, and we normally do not handle the errors, right? So if we talk about programming in any programming language, we write some statements. So those statements or lines or code, we can divide into normal statements or critical statements. So normal statements are okay, we don't have any problem with the normal statements, but the critical statements are those in which some error may occur. Like if I give the example, see this: if we initialize a variable and assign a value to it, it is a normal variable, it is a normal statement, there is no problem at all in this statement. But if we try to divide a number by some another number and assign it to some integer value, some integer variable, then this becomes the critical statement. Why critical? Because if the value of this b becomes 0, then this a will become infinite, and this is the problem. So if I conclude, exception is an abnormal condition, and we want to handle the exception in our programming in order to avoid abrupt termination of the program. So exceptions are runtime errors. They are further divided into checked and unchecked exceptions. Checked exceptions are those which are checked at the compile time, like SQL exception and input output exception. Those type of exceptions are must to handle by the programmer. We must enclose the lines which may cause exception inside try catch block, and unchecked exceptions are not checked at the compile time. Further, errors are the conditions which are irrecoverable, and the programmer has very less to do with that, like virtual machine error. Now let us come to the handling part of the exception. This is about exception. What is exception? Definition of exception. Now the point come, how do we handle the exception, and how can we handle the exception? So if you talk about Java, in Java there are 5 keywords through which we can handle the exception. Those keywords are try, catch, throws and finally. So let us discuss all the keywords one by one. So try block is normally followed by the catch block. Basically the statements which may throw the exception are kept inside the try block, and if some exception occur in the try block, it throws the exception, and catch block catches that exception and take the corrective action, right? So try and catch block normally comes together. The throw keyword is used to define your own exception. See, Java facilitates you to define your own exception. Like suppose if you want that if suppose we are dividing a number, and we want that if the result is less than some numbers, say 5, then that is the error condition. So we can define that exception also. See, so in Java facilitates us to define your own exception, and we can do that using the throw keyword. Then comes throws. So throws keyword is basically used to declare the exception. Using throws keyword, we basically say the throws keyword is comes with the method body, outside the method body, and using throws keyword, we basically say to compiler that this exception, please ignore this exception, and I will handle it later, right? The finally keyword defines the block. Finally block will run irrespective of whether some exception has occurred or not. Finally block will definitely run. So we can use finally block to run some important code, like we can close some file inside finally block, or finally block can also come with the try block, right? So this is the theory part of exception handling. I think now it is clear what is exception and what are the types of exception, and how we can handle the exception. Further, in the next videos, I will explain through different examples the use of different keywords. So see you in the next video. Thank you.